who are going to risk everything for glory.
Hello, and welcome to episode 4 of Bringing Winston Back. I'm Garage Guy Chase. Thank you so much for watching this show. I hope you're enjoying it. Right now, if you haven't yet, please take the time to rate, review, and subscribe on YouTube, on Apple Podcasts, and Spotify, and tell at least one person that you know about this show. Okay? Revolutionizing things over here in the NASCAR world. It's what we do. It's how we do it. But you watch this show for the fun, for the hot takes, and for whatever else might happen. You never really know. But I'll go ahead and start by just saying that I've had a very long weekend. And I hope that everybody had a great weekend. I hope everyone enjoyed the race at Bristol, even though it was kind of crappy at the end with the tires and the car. And, you know, still year one. I'm not going too heavy complaining yet. I'll say that. This is year 2, and these kind of things are happening. I might be a little upset. But I just want everyone that's watching this to know. Give a little bit of wiggle room with, some of the people. I'm not taking up for anybody in particular. I'm just saying, have a little more of an open mind. Things are going to happen. It's kind of like when you buy a new iPhone and it fucks up immediately. And then after about, 8 months or so, it finally works right. And then they release a new software update or a brand new phone. And then it's back to working like shit again. So at least we don't have those kind of problems. Once the car gets right and everybody gets comfortable with how it works and how things go, we're going to be good to go. So that's what we have to look forward to. So I just wanted to start the show out by saying that. Also, shout out to everybody that participated in the Off-Axis 500. It was a great event. I just flew in back to Louisiana from Charlotte, North Carolina. I ran the Influencer 100 during the Off-Axis 500 race. There was a lot of NASCAR drivers, people who work in the industry that were there, that were racing in that. It was a fun time. And also would like to say at this time that I finished 12th after starting second in the Influencer 100. I never ran at GoPro Motorplex in my life until the other day. I had 2 practice sessions before, so it's fitting that the number 2 was still in my finishing position. And at one moment, I thought that I was going to be starting beside Jamie McMurray, so I told him to watch his shit. And he told me to watch my shit and that he would move me, and I told him I would move him. But I didn't start there, but it doesn't even matter because I got past pretty quickly and turned in one of the turns and fought my way back, and I didn't finish last, and I'm proud of myself. So be proud of me. It was a great time. I had fun. And in all seriousness, and all the money and everything that came with it goes straight to charity, helps put presents under the tree for families in need during Christmas, so it's an amazing event. Definitely check it out. It's on the Spot Network, I believe, the app. So hopefully we'll be a part of that next year again as well. Me and Dale had a great one. But It had been a very long weekend. We went to Bristol. We did Dale Center at Hooters of Johnson City. Shout out to Hooters, by the way. Great time at Bristol with the Hooters girls, with the Hooters team, and of course with Chase Elliott this weekend. The Hooters car was looking great on the track. And I might have had a little something to do with Chase Elliott finishing second. I gave him some encouragement, a little bit of luck with the Garage Guys NFTs. Yes, I gave Chase Elliott a Garage Guys NFT of me as a 7-year-old child staring like that, like I normally do. I've been doing that face for a very long time. And I told him that if he thought about running bad, just think about the eyes of me as a child and not wanting to let me down at 7 years old. And he said, okay. And he ran second. So I'm taking all of the I guess, I don't know, the credit for that. I'm just kidding. I'm not taking all the credit. His team worked their asses off. He worked his ass off. Great race. It sucks that we didn't get the win. Chris Buescher. Who'd have thought? He was like plus 125,000 to win the race. Insane. It was nuts. Or maybe not that much. Maybe like 12.5. Probably more like 12.5. I don't know. But he was up there. Did not see that coming. I bet him for a top 10. If you rode my card on Action Network, you got a little bit of something there. It didn't put us in the hole too bad, but still lost about 3 units on the weekend. I'm okay. DFS, I profited, so I'm not too mad. Chris Buescher was in my my write-up, so if you read that on GarageGuysFantasySports.com, then you probably had a pretty decent night, except for Joey Logano. That fucking sucked. Ford's tires exploded all over the place. We're going to talk way more about that in the Garage Guys report. But for now, back to Hooters. Right now, if you use promo code GarageGuys and you get over to Hooters, you can save $10 on any $30 or more order when you get Hooters to go. All you have to do is download the Hooters app or order from order.hooters.com. Put in the promo code. You're going to save $10 on any $30 order when you get it to go. Get it on a race day. Get it at the office, on your way home from work. However you want to do it, just use that promo code on the app or on order.hooters.com. And you save money. That's what Garage Guys can do for you. Right now, they got an amazing shrimp po' boy, by the way. I'm a Louisiana man. I love shrimp po' boys, and I'm not just saying this because they're my sponsor. That sumbitch is delicious. So, at least try it once. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, offer valid at participating locations for delivery and carry-out orders only. Now that the plug is over, here goes the cell phone. So, when I get home, my phone blows up a lot. My phone be staying ringing in the afternoons, and obviously I'm here after getting off the plane from North Carolina. Came all the way down here to film this for you. I wanted to get this show out. I wanted to be ready to go. I'm dedicated. I'm committed because you're dedicated and you're committed, and that's why I fucking love you. Thank you for watching this show. Had some great talks this weekend as well about the future of this show and some potential guests that could be on it in the future. Maybe some drivers, some people that work with teams, some people that work inside of the industry. It's just, we're only 4 episodes into this thing, and we're getting a lot of good feedback on it, and I like that. But we need to tell more people about it. More people need to know it exists, and more people are getting involved as we speak, so I ain't even sweating it. It's all good. I'm having fun. You're having fun. That's what counts. So let's go ahead and kind of give a brief overview. We're going to be covering the Bristol race. We are going to have a special edition Buddy Pulley Safari featuring me, Dale Tanhart, and a lot of other people from the race. So we basically went into the infield at Bristol. We have an entire just video session of just random shit that we did while we were in the infield, and of course Buddy did some of the stuff outside with the fans as well. So kind of a Buddy Pulley Safari, kind of not. Big shout out to Seth. Our guy Seth on the camera did a fantastic job this weekend. As always, does a fantastic job. Just the man with the plan with the camera. And of course, shout out to our guy Buddy doing his thing. If you haven't followed Buddy yet, be sure to do that. I think it's at the Buddy Pulley on Instagram. And yeah, so you're going to be in for a treat watching that. That was really fun. So you'll get to see a lot of familiar faces that you might know on that. But another, again, huge shout out to all of the Hooters girls that came to the race, to the Hooters team, to Chase. Just a great time. And I'm just happy to be home. But I had a great weekend. Also, if you watched Dale Center last Thursday, you got to see me dressed up as a Hooters girl for that entire live stream. And it was my first time really sitting through a Dale Center live stream. It's pretty fun, pretty entertaining. Chazelle was her name. So make sure to go tell Chazelle she's beautiful. If you're here on YouTube watching this, go check out the Dale Center. You'll get to see me dressed up as a very beautiful woman. And if you have anything other than beautiful to say, come talk to me, because I'm going to let you know you don't disrespect Chazelle. Okay? All right. May have to bring her on as a character at some point. But before we get to the Garage Guys RePorT on this show, we got to talk about NFTs. NFTs were the story of the weekend. You're going to see that in the Buddy Pulley Safari. You probably already saw my photos on Instagram that I've dropped today when I'm filming this right now on a Tuesday. So a lot of NFTs were passed around at Bristol. If no one knew what a Garage Guys NFT was in the NASCAR industry, they do now. And that also means it's time for you to get your Garage Guy NFT. So last week I said we were giving this away right here. And I'll have a new NFT to show you just here in a second. But GG NFT number 3, I've done a random selection. This one is going home to Brian Schmidt. Brian, if you're watching this show, congratulations. You've just won GG NFT number 3, the KFB Dirt win where Chase bet on him and no one else did. So this is coming to you, pal, in the mail, all the way to where you live. I'm not going to expose that on the show, but it's on the way to you. Congratulations for winning. And the new Garage Guys NFT for this week, random selection. Let's see what we pull. Adam Sandler is the Uncut Gems. That's right, the inspiration for my Uncut Gems shades are right here on this very Garage Guys NFT. And this will be the new Garage Guys NFT going out this week to one lucky person who has signed up on GarageGuysFantasySports.com with an account. If there is a place for you to put your address in and all the goods, please do. If there's also a way for you to put in your Twitter handle, please do that as well so I can get in contact with you. I'm updating things as we speak and as I speak on this show. So there should be a place for you to input as much information as possible. Please do that. That way I can get this to you safely. So GG NFT number 4, Adam Sandler with the Uncut Gem Shades. This will be the one that we unveil next week on Bringing Winston Back episode number 5. And before we get to the RePorT as well, don't forget Garage Guys stickers. I still got about 32 of these left. So they're $5 on GarageGuysFantasySports.com. Literally, you spend more than $5 every day of your fucking life. If you support the brand, you support what we do, buy a sticker. It helps us out, and it gives you a lot of style, a lot of cool things that you can say that you do. And you can also just show people that you are a garage guy, like all of us here. Because that's what we do at the end of the day, baby. We garage guys. That's how we live. You got to get it how you live, okay? So now that all that's out the way, you know what's to come on this show. It's time to get ready for the Garage Guy RePorT tour. Well, hello there, and welcome to the Garage Guy RePorT tour. It's the RePorT. I'm Garage Guy Chase, official RePorT tour, RePorT touring live on Bringing Winston Back. We have a lot to unpack on today's RePorT on BWB. As always, we are now 2 weeks deep where we have had the BWB viewers call in. So the BWB hotline is open for business. That's correct. That number is right there on the screen. If you cannot see, it's 504-512-4997. Whether you can see or not, you can call. If for some reason you don't know how to use a phone, I don't know how you got here, but welcome. Let's go ahead and dive in to the week in motorsports. This weekend in Bristol, we had 3 races, Thursday night, Friday night, and Saturday night. The NASCAR Truck Series, Xfinity Series, and Cup Series all raced under the lights at Bristol Motor Speedway. I myself, Garage Guy Chase, and Dale Tanhart were in attendance for these races, and we can unpack them. There's also some other news that we have. So, as we did last week, we're going to start off with voicemails because everybody loves voicemails. And shout out to everybody that called in last week. Shout out to everyone that called in this week. Let's keep those calls rolling. This is your time to speak on the RePorT. And I and everyone watching this want to hear them. And if for some reason you're watching this and you don't want to hear them, that's what the fast forward button's for. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and start there. And throughout these voicemails, I'm sure we're going to be hearing a little bit about the Bristol race, probably the Cup race, maybe the Truck race and the Xfinity Series. But again, fear not, if we don't cover something that I have on my agenda in my notebook that I paid $3 for, I will make sure to cover it once voicemails are complete. So we're going to go ahead and start. This week, we have a total of 7 voicemails. There were some duplicate calls. There were some people that called more than once. So I had to do my pick and choose. And it was worth it because I like the voicemails that we have. So some of them are kind of long. Some of them are kind of short. So just hang tight as we dive through them all. We're going to go ahead and start off our voicemails strong with a call here from Brady from Mississippi. Let's see what Brady has to say.
What's up, Chase? This is Brady calling from the heart of America, hometown of Dale Tanhart.
Mississippi.
My question for you is, if Kurt Busch does not end up coming back for 2311 next season, and you were Denny Hamlin, who would you try and sign to get to drive that 45 car? Thanks.
Well, Brady, thanks for calling. If you're not a NASCAR fan and you don't really watch a lot of NASCAR, but you're familiar with the Jordan brand, Nike, and Denny Hamlin, you would probably know, or maybe don't know, that Tyler Reddick has been signed to a 2-year deal. If I'm Denny Hamlin, I'm trying to do everything I fucking can to get him in the car next year. However, a lot of people out there don't seem to think that Kurt Busch is going anywhere. Me, myself, I think that he's probably not going anywhere. Let's be real. He's probably not going anywhere. Brady, thanks for calling. We're going to go ahead and move now to Noah from Knoxville.
Noah calling again from Knoxville, Tennessee. Last weekend was absolutely incredible. That was actually my first NASCAR race that I've been to. Never went mainly because my family was poor as shit, so we couldn't afford to do anything. And now that I've gotten a little bit more financially stable on my own, I was able to go and had a great time. The one big thing I gotta say, watching the live NASCAR race is a totally different fucking experience. It was amazing. I got the scanners to listen to the teams talk. Action is constantly happening, no matter what you see on the compared to what you see on the TV. It was insane. I brought my girlfriend, who has absolutely no fucking interest in this sport. She's now a fan. And yeah, what can I say? The one thing that I do actually want to say, we got to figure out what the fuck's going on with these cars, okay? Because everybody knew when we got here, there's going to be issues. And I didn't expect to see that many fucking issues because it was like across the board. And it's like Denny said, who the fuck's going to pay for it? We got Next Gen 2.0, but who the fuck's going to pay for it? And I think that's going to be a big question coming up in this off season. You know, they probably already got some shit in the works. NASCAR's not a dumb fucking organization because I hear a lot of people complaining about, you know, safety cars. They know they're going to fucking fix it, so chill the fuck out, all right? But they got to really figure out these parts issues that they're having and stuff. And also, one last thing, shout out to Brad Keselowski. Led 109 laps. The last time that happened was back when Mark Martin was in the six in Phoenix. I remember seeing that stat. Really huge for our organization to get Buescher in the victory lane. And absolutely enjoyed this weekend. Did not hit a single fucking bet, though. But it's fine. And also, give Kyle Busch a break, guys. Come on. I mean, 2 engines blowing over three races? I mean, come on. I know a lot of people hate the guy, but come on. They're giving him shit equipment. Everybody knows it. Everybody knows it.
That was Noah from Knoxville. You know, I want to go ahead and just say shout out to Noah from Knoxville. This is the second call he's had. Apparently, he is a brand new NASCAR fan. Fuck yes. I love to hear everything I heard about you going to the race, seeing it for yourself. You got your girlfriend to become a fan. Hell of a time. That's what it's about, motherfuckers. Buy a ticket. Go to a race. Noah knows what's up. Noah knows what he needs to do to bring Winston back. You're not going to be able to do it sitting on your couch complaining. Go to a race. Pay the money. If you put the money in, they'll have the money to spend to make things better. So we hope. I don't think that they would do anything wrong with the money. If they get more of it, it's going to be bigger and better. It's that simple. That's how business works. Unless you're, a con artist. Don't think NASCAR's con artists. But huge shout out to Noah. I'm so glad you got to go and enjoy a race, my man. Talking about, the winner, Brad K. You got stats pulled up. And I hate that you didn't win any bets. But if you'd have followed me on Action Network, you would have had Chris Buescher top 10 at least. So it was a nice little cushion. So anybody that's not following me on Action Network right now, go do that. That's all I got to say. Because if you don't, you're fucking up. I'm a wizard. It's simple. I say it all the time. Don't ask me how I'm a wizard. I just am. Talking about Kyle Busch, I'm sure there was a lot of people that were happy to see him. However, I don't necessarily know that he's in shit equipment, Noah. I'll say this much. If he's in shit equipment, JGR is complete shit equipment. And we all know what I like to say about Toyotas. I won't say it unless we get more calls about Toyotas, though. Okay? So you saw a commercial on episode 3 about Toyotas. You know what Toyotas are. And I want everybody to fucking remember what Toyotas are. Because this year, Toyotas have been exactly that animal. And that's where I'll leave it at. Noah, thanks so much for the energy. Thanks so much for calling. I love it. Keep going to races. Next caller we have, looks like we got Mark from Mississippi. Shout out to our own Mark in the Discord. By the way, the Discord's free. Don't forget. If you're not in the Discord, get in there. Let's see what Mark had to say.
This is Mark in Mississippi, the official, unofficial truck driver for the Garage Guys. Bristol was an absolute shit show. Where did Toyota buy these parts from? Barry's You Pull It Junkyard? Thanks for fucking up a good gambling card, Toyota. But I did win on DFS.
That's a great silver lining, Mark. We love to hear that. And now, since we've had 2 voicemails of people shitting on Toyotas, I say with pleasure, Toyotas are bulls. That's what they are. They're breaking. And that's what we got. We haven't been out on this track yet. We didn't know what the fuck to expect. If we're losing tires left and right at random tracks, and then you get to a track like Bristol, high banking. What do you think's going to happen? 500 laps. Shit's going to fuck up. Ford basically got wiped the fuck out. Toyota got wiped out. Power steering issues. So tire issues for Ford, power steering issues for Toyota. Kyle Busch was amongst those. I think Martin Truex may have gotten in a wreck. I'm not sure. I don't think Bubba got in a wreck in the 45. So a lot of shit fucked up. And it's like Noah was talking about, like, you know, we expected problems, but not this many problems. We expected problems. And this is my real true opinion on this, is that we expected problems and we got them. When you buy a new iPhone, you don't worry that it's going to be fucking glitching and fucking up for like the next like month of your life. You buy it because it's an iPhone. And you suck it up and you run through that process until the software updates come in, probably like 8 months later, to truly get a solid fix. And then by the time the phone is working great, a new phone is coming out or a new software update is out there to fuck your shit up yet again. NASCAR has kind of been like iPhone this year. But we're still going to buy it. We're still going to use it. And if this continues on into 2023, I feel like that's when we could start a complete army of just people out here ready to fuck shit up. That's what I got to say about it. But, you know, Mark, again, Action Network. I have a profile there. Verified better. I don't think I had one Toyota on my card. As a matter of fact, I didn't. Kevin Harvick, Kyle Larson, William Byron, and Chase Elliott. I did have a Toyota on my card, Kyle Busch, and I rode the Kyle Busch train with everyone in the Garage fam, and I tweeted about that and how I felt about that, and I'll never do that shit again. Because if I feel like something bad's going to happen, why the fuck am I wasting my money on it? Got to listen to the Wizard a little bit more, you know, the Wizard in me. I got to listen to it. You know, I can't be doing that shit no more. I know these things. I've seen it. I seen it on my own too. All right? The majority of my card was Ford and Chevy. So, they're free, like the Discord. But I'm glad that you profited, Mark. It makes me happy. And it looks like we have another call from you, so let's go ahead and see what else you had to say.
This is Mark in Mississippi, the official, unofficial truck driver of the Garage Guys.
He is.
I just calling back again to express my happiness that Dale is no longer locked in the shitter at the Loves. Hopefully, being locked in the shitter, he shit out some of his bad betting luck so we can get back on track. Next time, bring a magazine with you.
I have no idea what the fuck Mark is talking about Dale being locked in the shitter at Loves. And I'm going to take a moment now to see if there's something online that I missed today. Have not been on the phone much. So let's see what old Dale has been up to. Because I don't think he's talking about any other Dale. I don't know any other Dales. I see a Loves car on Dale's Twitter. Holy shit. Apparently, Dale Earnhardt was locked in a fucking shitter stall in a Loves. American Soldier by Toby Keith is playing right now while a technician is trying to get him out of a shitter stall in Loves. Holy fucking shit. And he posted it. This is wild. Not in a million fucking years, about 4 times. Never seen a stall get locked. This epitomizes my NASCAR betting luck of recent. Holy shit. Well, I'm glad Dale got out, and now I understand Mark. So Mark apparently saw Dale Earnhardt on Twitter locked in a shitter on Loves. That's breaking news on the Garage Guys RePorT. Dale Earnhardt was locked in a shitter at Loves. Thank you, Mark, for calling in, because I probably would not have seen that or heard about that until the day that you're watching this. Incredible. Wow. Dale. Next caller. We're going to jump to Adrian Official Music. Now, look, I don't like to listen to voicemails before I get them. However, I saw duplicates this time. I have heard this. I might get halfway through it, but you got to hear it. Adrian, if you're out there watching this, got to meet you.
Hey, what's up, BWB? This is Adrian Official Music, NASCAR rapper and singer. I don't sing about it on all songs, but I have a song out called NASCAR with my friend 336 Mikey on YouTube. There's a visualizer.
Get that plug in, Adrian.
This shit, okay. I don't know if I can cuss or not. I already messed up, but
You can cuss.
I mean, I like that Bubba one, but as a Chase fan, I have neutral thoughts on him. You know, he shouldn't have said the thing about Chase when most of the guys are literally, you need money to be in NASCAR, so having a NASCAR dad is not bad, which, I mean, I get that he's got given everything he's gotten, but he doesn't.
I can't
act
recount a
spoiled with
time.
it. You know what I mean?
This may have been in the past. I'm not sure.
You know, like guys like Sam Mayer, I just don't like his attitude, man. It's just like this dude is just not a freaking man, bro. This dude's a freaking kid still. But, you know, who knows what he's going to be in the next
Sam
couple
Mayer's
of
cool,
years.
actually.
I'm not
Met him at
dissing
the
on
off axis. Great
I
guy.
don't really like Ty Gibbs either. He's not bad, though. But, I mean, the race, I haven't seen the race. I haven't caught up on many races, but I watched the last race I've watched, because I don't watch them in order. I watch them on my own time, was the Indy Roval. That was one of the most entertaining NASCAR races I've seen in a while, man. And I'm telling you, Indy Roval is going to be a hit. And it's becoming a hit. I used to not fuck with this track whatsoever. I love this track right now, man. So, you know, it's wild. And you know, as a NASCAR rapper, I want to go up and perform in
NASCAR
NASCAR
rapper.
one day, maybe even NASCAR. I make that song clean just to perform it, bro. I really don't care. But, you know, it's more about, like, I feel like the focus that NASCAR needs to focus on is its sponsors, but not necessarily its sponsors, because we're having good sponsors. I think it's more of having a connection to the younger audience, and they're doing that, though. They're doing that. They're so.
And that's where I'm stopping it, because you yawn. Do not yawn on my hotline, Adrian. But it seems like you are, you know, a new fan of NASCAR, possibly. You watch NASCAR on your own time. You must be a man of many obligations. It only comes on once a week. So at this time, I've decided that I'm going to go, and literally just decided that I'm going to go to YouTube, and we're going to go find this song, Adrian Official Music, NASCAR. We're going to find this song, and we're going to play it. So we're about to put you on, Adrian. We're putting Adrian on. Let's see the skills. Is it ass or pass? Let me know.
Third-generation star Dale Earnhardt Jr. brings him to the flag. Checkered flag waving. It's over. It's Earnhardt.
NASCAR, I just want a fast car. Spitting only facts bars. Waving all our flags. Hard, glass heart. Mend it with a gas card. Put it in a flask hard. Spit flames, I am charred. Sard, sweetheart. Sipping on a mic's hard. Love to wear my car hard. Only sip for dimes. NASCAR, legend, I'm like Earnhardt. I just want to live large, so I'm going hard.
Remember all the days that you disappeared. Never were with me, now you left me here. So now
You know what? I'm going to go ahead and stop it there. You tried. I don't think it's complete ass. It kind of has some Owl City vibes to it. If you were a child of the 2010s, you remember Owl City, the band. It starts out like that and then goes into some, you know, Lil Peep, Lil Xan, Juice WRLD type beat shit. So Adrian, If anybody else wants to finish that song, they can. I'm not going to finish it here. But Adrian, I will say this. I've put you on. I've let your voicemail play. Don't yawn on the hotline, but you're more than welcome to call back. That's all I have to say about Adrian. Thank you for calling, Adrian. Appreciate you. We're going to go ahead and move on now to an unknown Texas man.
Howdy, I'm calling from Justin, Texas, and I'm just out here trying to renew my season tickets for Texas Motor Speedway next season. And, oh man, last weekend at Bristol, it had endless moments in that race. Although I do see the issues with the next-gen car of how it's never done 500 laps around the high banks of Bristol, as we saw on the right front tires going down on almost all the Ford Mustangs.
I just want to stop for a second. I know you're from Texas, unknown guy. Season tickets at Texas? Maybe you're just going to the infield to party. But to sit in those bleachers, you're a different breed.
Out there, along with the power steering issue on the majority of the Toyotas and a few other manufacturers. But what got me all fired up was that my current favorite driver, Chris Buescher, has returned to victory lane not since 2016 Pocono. And, oh man, I just haven't been so loud like that, not since 2016 Sonoma, when my all-time favorite driver, Tony Stewart, won his final career win right there. If you get the chance, or if I'm worthy enough, you can call me back.
I'm not going to call you back, unknown Texas man, but you got on the show. Congratulations. Anytime someone uses the word worthy, I immediately think of Wayne's World's "We're not worthy. We're not worthy. We suck. We suck." I think your decision to buy season tickets in Texas sucks. Just go to Coda. Just go buy a ticket for Coda. Austin's fun. I like it. But as for Chris Buescher, if that is your new current driver, congrats. I guess. How long will there be Chris Buescher fans? That's the question. When will they go extinct? I know one guy in my entire lifespan of NASCAR, since I have been balls deep in NASCAR, that is an actual RFK Chris Buescher fan. His name is Jacob from the Left Turn Cult. It's my boy. He bet on Chris Buescher to win that race, and he got a fat fucking lick. Shout out to the man. But yeah, I had Chase Elliott. So, yeah. But shout out to anybody that had Chris Buescher to win. And if this is your new favorite, I'm glad you're excited. I would love to see how you celebrated a Chris Buescher win after, I think it was 266 races where he had been winless, almost getting close to tying Bill Elliott's record without a win. So pretty cool news right there. That was RePorT touring at its finest. I kind of hiccuped a little bit. Let's go ahead and play the last voicemail for the show. It's going to be from Go Fast Troy, the man himself, our guy. If you are in the Discord, you know Troy. Troy's very active in the Discord. Troy always talks. True Garage fam guy. Thanks for calling in, Troy. Let's see what you had to say.
Yeah, this is Go Fast Troy from Sioux Falls, South Dakota. It's Bristol, baby. Actually, it's Buescher, baby. 100-1. Let's go. And we are no longer calling this guy Christopher. That's a child's name. He is Chris Buescher, the man. Woo! That's all I got. Later.
If you couldn't tell on that, Troy bet on Chris Buescher, 100-1. That's huge. Big odds right there. There were a lot of people in the Garage Guys Discord with slips betting on Chris Buescher. So shout out to everybody again, like I said, that did bet on Chris Buescher. The unknown Texas man. Not really sure if you bet on Chris Buescher. Just sounds like he's a newly found fan of Chris Buescher. Don't know how long that will last, but maybe it'll be long. And I got to tell you, Troy, you kind of low-key sounded like David Cross from Arrested Development when you said child. Or it was kind of like that one episode of The League when they're like, child, please. Like when Ocho Cinco is on there. And I can't think of his name right now. He was like the nerd on the show. Not saying that you're a nerd, Troy. Just saying that if you ever got a position to impersonate that actor, you should take it. And that, my friends, was Bringing Winston Back Hotline voicemails for episode 4. Little round of applause, everybody that called in. Thank you. You're the trues, the proud, the believers of Bringing Winston Back. Keep calling. Again, the number 504-512-4997. Not hard, just a New Orleans number. So, as I said, I'm going to cover a little bit of what I didn't cover in the voicemails. We kind of went all over the place with that. So, definitely do have some stories that I want to highlight and talk about, but let's go and get the races out of the way. Thursday night truck race was great. Got to chat it up with Chandler Smith a little bit. PJ won on the track, made the race kind of blow dick. Let's be honest. Shout out to Ty Majeski for getting his first win. He's in the playoffs. Dale Tanhart bet on him, by the way. Shout out to Dale. Was on the betting card. Sorry, my mustache getting a little itchy. I'm going to have to cut it soon. I'm going to have to trim it a little bit. Never cutting it off until the off season when I go in disguise mode. But back to trucks. So shout out to Ty Majeski. That was great for him. Great for everybody that bet on him. And that was about where our betting endeavors ended. I didn't bet on the Xfinity race Saturday night, but like I had said, a lot of stuff going on at the Hooters. So talking about the Xfinity race, pretty much everybody in the Garage fam, including Dale, had a shit ton of money on Justin Allgaier. He had F1 odds, and he sped on pit road at the end of the race. Lost. Noah Gragson gets his third win in a row. Shout out to Noah fucking Gragson. Climbed the fence, slammed a beer, and cut a fucking waffle with a sword that he won as a trophy from Bristol. The Bristol sword, he used it to cut a fucking waffle. A waffle. That's my man. Shout out to him. That's what real motherfuckers do. They do goofy, wild shit at like 2 o'clock in the morning after they win a race.
Eat it off the tip of the sword. Yes, that's it right there.
Yes. It was hilarious, though. If you got to catch the NASCAR DFS preview show, you saw where not only did I Set My Friends on Fire, the band, shout out to them, were on the show, but Justin Allgaier himself came on the show directly after the race to talk about what happened. And it was fucking great. I also lost a bet to him, and he is a hustler. So that's how Justin Allgaier lives his life. We flipped a Zyn can of nicotine for money, and now I have to buy toe shoes. Like legit shoes that look like feet. They're fucking weird, but a bet's a bet, and I'm no pussy. So I'm going to have to buy those shoes and wear them at some point. So I'm going to do that. Aside from that, the Cup race on Saturday night was the time. Great time with Hooters. Great time with everybody that was there. Again, I'm sure I've said that. I'm saying it again. Deal with it. Pre-race was amazing. The stands were full. Like Noah was talking about. Just Winston was back. It looked sold out. It was incredible. I want to see that at every track. But the race itself, you know, there were the inconsistencies. There were the Fords with the tire issues. There were the Toyotas with the power steering pump issues. But we saw Brad Kay and Chris Bell pretty much lead the majority of the laps in this race. And really looking at this finishing lineup, it really just tells the tale. Chris Buescher finished first, Chase Elliott second, William Byron third, Christopher Bell fourth. Highest Toyota was C. Bell. All he had was that flat towards the end, but if not, he probably would have ran away with it. Kyle Larson in fifth, Ross Chastain in sixth. Hey, Ross. Good to see you. Haven't seen you in a while. AJ Allmendinger in seventh. should have been Justin Haley in 7th, and I would have been a very happy man with no outrights, but I did have Justin Haley top 10, and shout out to him for putting the NFT in the car, which you will see on the Buddy Pulley Safari. Cole Custer in 8th, Denny Hamlin 9th, Kevin Harvick 10th. That's your top 10 right there. I think a big thing to shout out here, Cody Ware finished inside the top 20 at Bristol. That's huge. And like, it was Todd Gilliland, Daniel Suarez. Cody Ware finished ahead of Daniel Suarez. He finished ahead of Cindric Jones. That's big. Shout out to Cody. He got that stash energy going strong, baby. His girlfriend told him to grow a stash, and he did it. And he's feeling it now. He's feeling the energy. It's real. Keep it. Don't let it go. And keep your girlfriend, too, because she knows what it takes to win in life. Mustache. All day. We need to bring back top 20 bets now so I can bet on Cody every week with the mustache. It's coming. I'm telling you. Power's coming. Aside from that, though, I think the big news that dropped out recently was the fact that Ryan Blaney has 3 crew members suspended for the lost wheel at Bristol. Reading a little report here, Ryan Blaney headed to pit road in the 93rd of 500 laps in the Bass Pro Shops night race after his number 12 Mustang slowed with a flat tire. As he left his pit box, the left rear wheel detached and veered through a handful of pit stalls, ending at the number 3 Richard Childress Racing slot. Well, if the tires would stay on the car like they're supposed to, probably wouldn't be a problem. Not going to sit here and say it's anyone's fault for that happening. It could have been the pit crew's fault. I'm just saying, tires don't want to stay on cars. As a result of the violation of section 10.5.2.6.d, and that's where I stop. What the fuck is that? Has anyone watching this show ever seen a NASCAR rule book? Have you seen one? Because in my world, every fan of NASCAR should have a NASCAR rule book. You got a Bible. Everyone's got a Bible. Everyone knows the good word. I even made a chart. Let's talk about it. The thing here is that you can't be talking about these section and numbers when we don't even know what the fuck's up. I don't want to have to Google the rules. I want a pamphlet. I want a book. Everyone should have a NASCAR rule book. If you're a NASCAR fan and you go to a race, they should pass them out. You know, and one mixtapes were a big thing. They were hot in the early 2000s. They were free. Like the Discord. NASCAR rule books should be free and paperback. Okay, you got to spend money to make money and make sure your fan base is informed. Who knows? NASCAR Twitter may explode if a rule book gets out. There may not, it may break. There may be nothing to bitch about ever again because people would learn rules. But I've made this chart here to show all of us how I feel about not having a rule book for free. All right, over here in the left corner, we have books that are free. The Bible, mini version. You can pick them up almost anywhere you go. Street corners, the church. You go to church, there's like a box of them that sits by the offering plate. After you already put money in the offering plate, you go to leave the church, there's another offering plate and some Bibles. And they're like, donate to God. Get this Bible for like $1. Or you can just take one and be a piece of shit. It's up to you. The other book is the ever famous Joe Gibbs Game Plan for Life. If Joe Gibbs, I met Joe Gibbs once and I went to shake his hand and it was like a drug deal went down where the drugs was Joe Gibbs' game plan for life. Man already had it in his hand, like coming out of his sleeve, like he had some kind of fucking robot in there. He was just hey, how you doing? Have a great day. And by the time I look at my hand, I'm holding this pamphlet, the Joe Gibbs Game Plan for Life. I'm holding it. I'm holding it in my hand. Okay? I didn't even know what happened. Who knows how many of these he has printed out? Who fucking knows? But all I'm saying is if Joe can do it, NASCAR can make little rule books for everyone. Let's look at not free books. Harry Potter. That's Harry Potter. It's not a gangster with an AK. That is a weird hand. I fucked up. And then that is Voldemort and a dragon and a bird. So that's a Harry Potter book. It's not free. This is Cat in the Hat by Dr. Seuss. That's another book that is also not free. Unpublished books, NASCAR rule book by NASCAR. When will we see it? This chart is brought to you by Chase Charts. I draw things on this board sometimes, and if you need me to draw things for you on this board and send you pictures of it over Twitter or via Garage Guys NFT, you can request my services via my DM or just simply by tweeting, "Hey Chase, draw something on the board for me. I'm going to send it to you in a DM. Thanks." So that's what I have to say about the rules. If we're going to just put numbers for rules in articles, we at least need to have a guide and not something to Google, something that we all have together. Mail it to us. Let us get it when we buy anything NASCAR related online or at a race, or just have people hand it out. Maybe hire some Mormons. Not making fun of Mormons, just saying they're always coming to your door and they always have little books and they're on bicycles. You don't have to pay for gas. It's cheap. They'll ride around. They can also spread their good word about whatever they believe and also give you a NASCAR rule book. That's the answer. Moving on from that, so I don't think it's going to be a big issue that Blaney is missing this out, because I still think that he's going to rip Texas. I think it's going to be great. I've got bets up on Action Network already. You can check it out right the fuck now. It's not hard. I believe in you. Go try. Go do it. But I think he's going to be fine. He's going to be great. He looked good here at the All-Star race. I'm not concerned about this. What I do want to say is, and this is something that me and Dale talked about on the way back from our drive, that's what championship teams do. They bust ass, because that car went to shit very early on, and that team never gave up. They got the car back out there, and they stayed going. You know, now I haven't really got to look at where Ryan is in the points. I'm sure it's probably, he's probably still in there. Well, he's right at 8th now in the points. So I think that this week they'll be able to make it up pretty easy. I'm not really concerned about it. The suspension, people get suspended all the time. It's a wheel issue. There was a lot of wheel issues. There was a lot of issues. There was car issues at a car race. Surprise. And aside from that, the other big news was there was an article that dropped out with some comments that Chase Elliott made about NASCAR trying to compete with the NFL. I don't really know how deep it all went. Basically, Chase just saying, I don't think we should be competing with the NFL. I didn't even know we were competing with the NFL. And if I know the media well enough, I know that they probably twisted every fucking word that Chase said. So I'm just going to say this, not defending Chase. I didn't just get to ask Chase what he really said about it. I just read it in an article. So instead of worried about that Chase and my take on what that Chase said, we're going to worry about what this Chase said, because I'm the only Chase in this place. It's me. So this is what I have to say about the NFL and NASCAR. More Friday night races. What the fuck else is on a Friday night? No one is watching high school football on ESPN. Get a Friday night cup race. Do that. People are going to watch that shit. They're going to get hooked. And then you do that for like a year. And then by the time you roll back to the next season, you start back on some Saturdays. You know what I'm saying? People might decide to watch that race over that college football game because now they're a NASCAR fan. You just gotta get the wheels turning a little bit. I don't know the logistics of what it would take to do that. But if you got a couple Friday night races in there, I think it would be dope as hell. Think about it. That's all I'm saying. I feel like it would be a really great way to build up the sport and to also get more eyes on NASCAR races during football games. But let's be real. As long as Jameis Winston is playing for the Saints, I will be bringing Winston back while watching a race, bringing Winston back. 2 screens. It's a lifesaver. Just get 2 screens. You can watch football and NASCAR. And then you don't have to worry about shit. And then everybody gets their piece of the pie. That's all I got to say. So let's go ahead now and look over
the playoff standings and talk a little bit about what's going to happen over the next 3 races. Sorry guys, I don't know what's going on with me right now.
What's up, bitches? You finally get to meet me. It is I, the Wizard of Winston. You've heard that garage guy Chase fucker talk a lot about me, but you've never met me. I live in his brain, and I help him make decisions all the fucking time. He was born with me, so I'm basically an extension of him, and I only come out when the fuck I want. I am powered by the energy that lies within that purple fucking ball, Jimmy Spencer's 23 no bull Ford Taurus, and the energy that is contained inside of this picture of Larry Mack smoking a cigar. I am fueled by Coca-Cola. That's because NASCAR tells you to drink it. Have a Coke and a smile, bitches. Well, let's get down to the nitty gritty. I'm trying to quit smoking, so I ain't lighting up. Deal with it. We're gonna see what the fuck's about to happen here in the next 3 weeks as we go from Texas to Talladega to motherfucking Charlotte for the Roval. And since all you motherfuckers always betting on NASCAR, you're gonna need to know what the fuck is up, and I'm here to tell you about it. So let's see what will happen during Texas. Well, bad fucking news if you like good races, because this one's going to be a shit fest. Tires are probably going to fucking explode. That's what I saw. And you got about Ryan Blaney's probably about 1-8. So I'd say plus 800 is good odds on him. So if you can get him any higher, go for it. You just got to make sure his tire don't fucking explode. That's pretty much it for every driver. You just got to make sure tires don't explode. It's Texas. You know, maybe if they changed it back to Texas International Raceway, they could disguise the fact that it fucking sucks. Let's be honest. I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to tell the truth. When I looked inside old Jimmy car, I saw something pretty surprising. Get this. William Byron was running in second. I don't know what the fuck happened after, but that's where he was. And that's what I saw. When I smelled Larry Mack's frame, it just smelled like a cigar. There's really nothing else to say there. If y'all want me to go into more detail, I can. Say yes to your fucking device or your TV or whatever if you want me to. What? You gotta say it louder, motherfucker. Alright, that's what I thought, bitch. Talladega. Oh, shit. Yeah. Well, there's gonna be some fucking wrecks. I'll tell you that right now. That's the first thing I saw. Just that was a wreck. It was a wreck. It was a big one. It was a big wreck. Probably, you know, I know it don't happen a lot of times, but it does all the time. So there's gonna be a wreck. I looked in Jimmy Spencer's Ford Taurus with my eye, and I saw Joey Logano running in the top 5. So there's that. And when I smelled Larry Mack's frame, once again, I just smelled a really good fucking gar. And there's nothing else to that. Let's go ahead and cap this shit off. Roval. No, different that time. All right. Good news, Chase Elliott fans. He's probably going to win that sumbitch. When I looked inside of Jimmy Torres, I saw Martin Truex Jr. running in the top 6. Get that, huh? Top 6. Eat a bag of dicks. It rhymes. And when I smelled the picture frame this time, it didn't just smell like a cigar. It smelled like burnt fucking rubber. Heartburn turn, or whatever the fuck it's called. Someone's gonna lock the fuck up. So that's my predictions for the next 3 races in the playoffs. And I don't come out often, but I hope you enjoyed it. And now I'm gonna turn you back over to Garage Guy, because I'm going back in that motherfucker right there, and I'm going to sleep, because my wife's pissed, and I probably should burn this while I'm out here. Not my problem. That's all I got for you, motherfuckers. Keep watching NASCAR. It's good.
We're here in front of the Bruton Smith building. I hear they're going to rename it to the Marcus Smith building here eventually. We're bringing Winston back today. And we're going to talk to a lot of awesome people. You guys are going to see, that one was for you, Seth, that awesome. You're going to see a lot of fun people, a lot of crazy people, obviously a lot of wing-loving motherfuckers. It is O. Bruton Smith building. I don't know what O was. I think it was Octavius. That's what I've heard throughout the grapevine. He was an X-Men at one point. I heard he was out here. That's how he actually gets the dirt from the racetrack to like out here, wherever they put the dirt at. He uses the force or whatever the fuck X-Men do, puts the dirt on there. He raised it up so we can have this great night of racing here at Bristol, overlooking the drag strip. Like I said, there's a dirt track at some point. There's a horse track out here. I saw a dude running track earlier. We're at the last great Coliseum. I have my sword, and then I have my wings. So we're gonna absolutely destroy this racetrack today. After the race, I think no one's gonna be talking about whatever happened in the race. It's gonna be from who the hell Buddy Pulley, why the hell Buddy Pulley. Buddy Pulley Safari at Bristol Motor Speedway starts right now. We're here in front of the famous Bristol Porta Johns. It's nice that they actually have Johns now. It used to be just some shitters on the wall. Like, you know, back before NASCAR, back before the Super Bowl, there was the shit bowl. Back here at Bristol on this property back in like 1843, they came here. And it was like, you know, before the dirt race, it was just the shit bowl. It was just a bunch of manure. And in tribute to that, you know, they just had shitters along the wall once they built the racetrack here. And then there was one day they had a backup in the system, you know, Big Ed over there, he, you know, backed up the whole shit and everything spewed everywhere and everyone got shit covered. But you know what? They still went to the damn race because NASCAR fans are the best. They went to the race covered in shit, dedicated as all hell, you know, and you know, you think Dale Earnhardt came up with rattling his cage. Nah, it all originated from rattling his shitter. And that's where he got that quote, and that's your history lesson for today. Hey man, Vols fan, how'd it go in there?
Good.
Good, it went good, everything came out okay? Yeah, all right, we're gonna go undefeated this season too, right?
Yeah, I hope.
You hope?
I hope.
All right, man, you better done God's work in there for him.
Play me some mountain music like Grandma and Grandpa used to play. And I'll stroll on down the river to the land mile away. Hey, hey. Give me some Rocky Top. Yeah.
I'm gonna fall. What's some respect on my man? I wonder which M&M I want today. Do I want a blue one? Do I want a yellow one? Do I want a green one? What am I gonna do next year when I have to eat edibles instead of M&Ms? Do you have M&Ms? Can I have an M&M?
I would give you some, but I left them in the refrigerator.
What the hell?
Not only did I get one, but I got...
Oh, you got Tyler Reddick hat. Hell yeah, man.
What? No, it's not. It's a number 8 truck.
It says Tyler Reddick right there. Right there. It says Tyler Reddick on the back. Move the tag. Right there.
Oh,
Tyler Reddick.
It does.
And it says Tyler Reddick.
TR.
Yeah.
That's all right.
You want a Sharpie? I can fix that right now.
I can get them off myself.
You want me to add a 1 in front of that so it'll be good for tonight? Oh, okay. All right. Okay. You gave me an M&M. Can you give me an M&M verse? Like palm sweaty.
Palm sweaty, and I'm ready.
Mom's spaghetti. You don't put M&Ms in your spaghetti like Buddy the Elf?
Ice cream.
Ice cream?
Brownies.
What about I'm Slim Shady, I'm the...
Betty.
Yeah, so what you got to say about that, brute? All right. Well, hey, man, I appreciate it. I hope you have a great race. I hope you're still in the playoffs after tonight.
We will be. We will be. We will be.
So the sign here says, we work for the fans. So that means I employ Bruton Smith, and I want to know why the fuck he put dirt on this racetrack here in March. Why did you do that? Why did you use your X-Men powers to throw this dirt over here onto the racetrack? Nobody liked it. Okay, some people liked it, but a lot of people didn't. We want the concrete canyon that is Bristol here tonight, every night, 3 times a year, 2 times a year, whatever you want to do, man. I want some of them shades too. I need to write that in my contract. I appreciate that. Thank you, sir.
We need to, this is going to go on the box tonight.
Online?
This is going on Alex's box. Okay. Because y'all deserve strategy. Okay. All right, so this is what this is about.
Right.
You remember this scene?
Yeah, of course.
This is an important moment.
All right. I'll make sure that.
You got to put that on the box. You tell Alex that it's all about strategy. That's what Brian guy told him.
You got it.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, into that.
All right. We're on pit road in Bristol. We're getting down. What we're doing right now is earlier today I already gave one Garage Guy NFT to a team member of a driver to help propel them to victory. And we have some more Garage Guys NFTs to give away tonight to add additional horsepower to the cars. And that's what we'll be doing. See right there, that car is the only car that matters. It's the most beautiful car that there ever was. Come take a look. The detail, the beauty, right there. The retro owl. It doesn't get much better than that. And that's why it is the greatest car known to man from Hooters. And that's what matters. So more NFTs to go out to drivers, and we'll continue having a good night. And Hooters is the best. Look at these ladies right here. The best there was. Pictures. It's all a fun time here in Bristol. Buddy, look at Buddy. Even Buddy.
Hello.
Even Buddy came to play.
Garage Guy.
He knows.
How are you?
We're here with our guy TJ. TJ, hey, it's good to see you again. Dale's here too. Hey, so let's talk. So we have good luck charms, right?
Always.
Right here. Tonight, I wanted to bless you guys with some new good luck charms. First, you gotta have the muscle. It's me and TJ, Garage Guys NFT. That one's gonna be here for the box. We also have John Daly, the power of John Daly. Gotta have the slingshot.
Gotta have the mullet. Gotta have some mullet energy in there.
And the last one is gonna be me as a 7-year-old child. The intensity of that stare. There's no way Chase will lose with the intensity of that stare.
That what brings that intensity? You're winning. I'm not sure.
These photos right here, they're gonna add extra horsepower.
We're taping them up to the pit box. We'll be there all night. See you in Victory Lane.
That's it, baby. GG NFTs all day.
Dude, you have your phone on? You can take a picture.
Muscle man. One badass child, bro. Oh.
Badass
you
child.
dropped him, man. Going down.
Give him some love before you come up.
Let's go.
We have to deliver more Garage Guys NFTs. They're tangible NFTs. Don't put them in your computer or break your shit.
Hey, we want to stop by the nightclub? No, let's stop by the nightclub.
Where's nightclub Jordan Bianchi?
Where is he? Nightclub Jordan Bianchi was not at Track Homie at the nightclub there.
I hate to hear that. Keep the positive energy.
Hey, what's up?
How are you?
What's up, mama? Congrats. We're just in all of this site right now. What's up, fellas?
Look, I had to bring the energy tonight. We're going around with some of our guys. I got Larry Mack smoking his cigar. Okay?
That is phenomenal.
This is big power, and this is going to be for you guys in the
I love this.
This is going to
We got that big stogie energy tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
From Daytona. Finally, I bet on us still, and you guys fucking
Bet on us again tonight. We need that.
That's the best interview we got right now.
I love it. That's going up in the pit box tonight.
That's it.
Larry Mack, we appreciate you, big man.
That's it. Paul Swan, the man himself. We love it.
Appreciate it, boys.
Good luck.
There you go.
Yeah, absolutely. Man himself. Good to see you, man.
What's up, man? You ready?
Yeah, we are.
I will take this, frame it, and put it next to Megan's bed.
It's a beautiful life.
We'll put it on the table. Cheers.
All right, Fred. Well, and find Ricky. We got to make sure Ricky has his NFTs to power him through the race. These are very exclusive NFTs. They're the best NFTs. And you can win them yourself. You go to GarageGuysFantasySports.com and you just register for an account. So that's it. These are special. That's
big,
Thomas.
Big bagel.
That's Ricky Thomas.
Number 470.
That's him. That is the best paint scheme out here, other than Hooters paint scheme. Club music's playing. Jordan Bianchi is probably raving somewhere. Dale hates us. We put him in jail. We didn't put him in prison because he bankrupted us pretty rough. I love saying up top to people, and then they mindlessly put their hand up, and then I never plan. I'm like, nightclub man, I don't know that. Off the track, you party. All business. All right. Well, look, I'm telling you, like on the new show, you are nightclub Jordan Bianchi. I want you to embrace it and feel it. I appreciate what you do.
Appreciate it, guys. Thanks, guys.
All right. Good to see you. That was nightclub Jordan Bianchi. So now we've only got about 2 more boxes to hit for the homies. Let's do it. All right, brother. We're ripping top tonight. We're all about that top. Look at this. 2 guys. Stash guys.
Hey, we know what's next. You know what's next.
Got to be coming next. I mean, you can sure.
Hey, Cody. My name's Buddy. Seth. We're doing some work with them.
Awesome.
Just want to say hello.
Dad, this is going to be a good night.
A couple times. Oh my God, great to meet you.
Garage Guys NFT.
No, I appreciate it, man.
That's Nacho Fries Daytona. First time we ever met right there. That's going to help. That's going to give you an extra 20 horsepower.
Dude, that's sick.
Can we put this in our pit box? These are the boys. I will.
I love the bagel. Good luck tonight, here. I want one.
Whoa! These dudes are famous. This is pressure. This is the best. Hey, we're getting ready to warm up. We're stretching out. We're ready to go. Come on. Everybody, you go. All right, get a good flex. Look at this guy. Pressure. Look at this guy.
I need everybody just bring it in like this. Pressure. Oh, shit. Pressure.
Oh, you stretch it out. Hey. Warm it up, boys. Warm it up. Warm it up.
Gotta focus on the calves.
Push-ups.
Yeah.
But also, hey, I love racing, man. It's a good thing. It's awesome. We've been doing this, man, since college. Like, we started out in tents and shit. Now we rent RVs. We got suits, hats.
We got to do the fire.
Yeah, I don't know if you're nasty or not. We got suits on. Straight up, dude. We're gonna bring the heat next year. We got to. We're gonna do it.
I think balls on here. I like the capris. I like the capris.
It's pretty warm out here.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Buddy, get up there. How you feel? Tell them how you feel about this balls right here. You're on that camera. Tell them.
Hey, we all about it. We all about it.
Go balls.
Yeah, go balls. We're going undefeated.
You're undefeated?
That's not, yeah.
I like your optimism.
Yeah. I'm manifesting it.
I know that. 47 and a half.
I do feel like we'll be good. I make good.
I appreciate it.
It's feeling like 98. Not gonna get too confident, but it's feeling like 98.
He knows how I feel, so maybe we got that connection. He's okay if I ask him.
It never really annoys me because I like him. Yeah. It makes you feel good when I ask him.
Well, these are the guys that I was telling you about. We're all in a group chat, and but he's in this thing. If he wins a job,
hey, look live, boy, look live.
Oh, dude. Word.
It's good.
Dude, we gotta get a pick.
Yeah, Garage Guys NFTs. They're not. Don't put them in your computer. That's all I gotta say. Yeah.
Justin.
How far back?
Get up there.
It was so good.
Hey, throw me that Sharpie.
Oh.
Hey, throw me that Sharpie.
What are we signing? You can't sign the Kowicki shirt.
It was so good. It was the best. Chris, I got Garage Guys NFTs. They're the best NFTs around. And this is yours. This is going to give you an extra 10 horsepower. That top 10's coming.
Hey, big fans.
Are we getting rid?
Big fans.
Thank you, Chris. All right, my turn. Can I do it right here?
That's so too nice.
All right.
Are you ready?
It made me tickle.
Here's the first NFT ever going in a race car.
NFT in the car.
In the car.
Propel the victory.
The NFT. First NFT in a race car right there.
If he wins, it's not because of him, it's because of the picture.
So they were nobodies, and we talked to them in the garage, and I told them who to pick, and they won.
That's it. That was this race last year, actually.
You want me to tell you who to pick tonight?
I don't know. No, you can't legally do that.
Yeah, I can. I'm going to tell you who to pick tonight. You ready?
No.
The name starts with Kyle.
Kyle?
I'm on both Kyle, so I win.
No.
Oh, no. I'm retired.
He never retired.
No,
still in the booth.
That's not good that my boss is like,
What the
yeah.
fuck does he have to do?
Justin,
Justin
Haley's
Haley's top 10.
Top 10, that's
guaranteed,
it.
baby.
Win.
Top 10
Top
guaranteed.
10. We're already talking about Talladega.
Nothing to lose.
Look at that tattoo.
Tattoo.
Look at it.
Tattoo
forever.
No
There's
clue.
Matt Colley. You don't know what's
We
going
love
on.
it. Hey, real shit, rip it up.
NFT in a race car right there.
All day. Y'all ripping it up tonight, I believe, bro. I believe.
Sir, good luck to you guys.
Hey, show my wife. King shit. I called it. I said up there, he's
18's gonna blow up. I said the 18's gonna blow. Joe's gonna hit the button and he's gonna blow. And damn sure.
JGR is so full of shit. Ain't no way, dude. Ain't no damn way.
Sorry if you bet on Kyle. I put him out in the first round.
We will be. We will be. We will be.
Thought that we'd have 3 winners right now that weren't even in the playoffs. Ooh. We got Busher top 10. I think that's about it though. Disappointing, but Chase had a good run. We're gonna check the FS lines. Could have been better. We won a little bit. We profited. Didn't hit any bets other than Chris Busher top 10, which didn't really pay dick. But good for Chris. Good for Chris. We go see Tyler.
Okay. You want me to go with you?
I'm gonna catch this man Daniel.
Tell us your thoughts.
Huh?
Tell me your thoughts.
You know, it's about the type of race I thought we were going to see.
We still made it somehow.
Follow Chase Elliott to Hooters.
All right. We got stuff going on down here. I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to let you go. Just see.
I had to take a look at that beauty. Appreciate Hooters for our support. P2 tonight, #1 of our hearts, though. There she is. Just... Sorry, it's just so sexy. Bristol's always a vibe. I mean, seeing them rip the top, rim the bottom, it's amazing.
Rim the bottom.
Rim the bottom, man. That's how you do it. Got car coming through, not Chase.
Well,
but we get free fried. We got free fried pickles. Dale doesn't know what he's talking about. The real Chase.
It was Chase. It was the 14, but not
the real Chase. Not the real Chase. Free fried pickles, like I was saying. That's always a good day. I know where I'm going to be tomorrow. What about y'all? That work? Yeah, so what you got to say about that, Brute?
Well, that is a show. I hope you enjoyed Bringing Winston Back, episode 4. Did we enjoy it? Did we like it? Did we hate it? Drop a comment right here on YouTube below. If you are listening to this on Apple Podcasts, leave a review. You know what to do. I know I enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed it. You got to meet the fucking Wizard of Winston. It lives in my brain and the purple ball sometimes. Okay? You didn't see that coming. But he came. Told you all, there's a wizard in there. So, remember. But shout out to everybody again for being a part of this week's show. Everybody at Bristol, everybody at Off Axis, everybody at Hooters. Just a fantastic, phenomenal week. We are back. We got Texas coming up. We're going to make the best of it. Even though we like to fuck around with it and we like to poke fun at it, it's all in good fun. We still love NASCAR. We're still going to support the racing. We do what we do. We're going to get through this. Hang tight. We're bringing Winston back. Okay? Can't go anywhere. We'll see you next week. Shout out. Love you. We out. And what was it? What was it I did last week? Motorsports, baby.
It we.